Today, I'm going to share some thoughtful gift ideas for your friend or loved one going through infertility. When someone you care about is facing these challenges, finding the right way to support them can mean so much. I'm Dr. Lora Shahine. I'm a double board certified OBGYN and reproductive endocrinologist who has been supporting and helping people build families for over 20 years. I am so glad that you found this channel. If you are new, welcome. Please subscribe so you get my weekly video all about reproductive health. And if you're coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. There are two other ways to stay in touch and learn. Number one, subscribe to my weekly newsletter where I share fertility content in the news, educational content I've got out that week, and then some recommendations for products or books that I'm reading and recommend for you. And number two, I host the weekly Baby or Bust Fertility podcast, which has interviews with infertility warriors and experts in the field, as well as solo educational episodes. Today, we are going to talk about how to find very thoughtful gifts if you have a loved one, a friend, a family member struggling with infertility. Maybe they've had a miscarriage. Maybe you just know they're getting ready to do their IVF cycle. You know that this has unique challenges and you want to find a way to show that you care. Finding gifts in this kind of situation can be tricky. And if you can find the right one for the person that you're thinking about, it can mean so much to them. Today, I'm going to share 5 thoughtful and comforting gift ideas that I truly hope can help. And if that loved one that you're shopping for is yourself, even better. It is fantastic to show some self-care and find a little something to give yourself encouragement through this really trying time. Stick around to the end of the video where I give some discount codes that can help you make this a reality. Idea number 1, inspirational books or affirmation cards. Now you can find these online, some online stores or even Etsy, or you can make them yourself. There's lots of inspirational quote books. There's some that are even dedicated to fertility or having loss or miscarriage. I found some really interesting ones with just a little bit of search, and you can honestly make your own. If you want to take that time and think of some really thoughtful quotes for either yourself or your loved one going through fertility, remember to avoid advice, avoid anything that starts with the word just, like just relax, trigger warning, or just adopt. Avoid anything that says at least, like at least you weren't that far along when you had your loss, or comparing that person's ordeal with something that someone else went through. Think about positive affirmations. Think about some ideas. I've seen great things on Pinterest as well. If you kind of go into Pinterest and go through fertility affirmations or miscarriage affirmations, IVF affirmations, there are lots of ideas. Again, there are collections out there that you can find yourself, easy to buy, share with your loved one, or you could make it yourself. I even found coloring books with affirmations or fertility coloring books. There's something really calming about coloring as you are thinking through a process, you're focusing on mindfulness. And so there are really pretty amazing coloring books out there, whether they're focused on fertility or not. That can be a wonderful gift to give someone that's going through this trying time. Idea number 2, jewelry or little charms, something that people can take with them when they're going to a fertility consult, something that they can keep around when they just need a little reminder that there's someone out there that cares. There are fertility focused trinkets out there, or symbols or charms, little bracelets that have inspirational things like hope or think positive, or there's certain symbols for the fertility community. You can find a little pineapple charm, like I wear every single day as a symbol of hope for the fertility community. Rainbows are also wonderfully hopeful messages, specifically for someone that's had a miscarriage. So people in the community will often talk about they're hoping for their rainbow baby. This is the hope after the storm. So the storm is loss, whether it's stillbirth, infant loss, miscarriage, and the rainbow is their baby that may come in the future. It's a beautiful symbol of hope. Pineapples, rainbows, little trinkets, bracelets with words of inspiration, just that type of idea. So many ideas on Etsy, online, again, in Pinterest. You could make something for your friend, but I hope that this is a helpful little tip and inspiration for a gift idea. Idea number 3 is a self-care kit. So think about what your friend is going through. If they are getting ready for an egg retrieval, maybe you're going to think about some comfy, cozy things that anybody would need after a procedure. Comfy pajamas, comfy little slippers or socks, maybe some tea that they can sip on, a comfy blanket to snuggle up in while they're on the couch, kind of recovering from their retrieval, or also with your friend with loss or a miscarriage, and they're having a procedure to help with pregnancy resolution. Same thing. They're going to want to be at home, staying warm, staying snugly, maybe watching TV or listening to relaxing podcasts. Think of your friend and what they might want, and will help them sort of snuggle, find some self-care as they're on recovery, whether it's from a procedure, whether it's from maybe they're doing an embryo transfer and they're going to be in that 2-week wait, that really tough time between some sort of intervention, whether it is ovulation, intrauterine insemination, embryo transfer. They're trying, and they've got to wait those, like they say, about 2 weeks. It differs for everyone and every clinic, but that waiting period is so tough. So things that they might enjoy, you could put in a little collection. There are actually kits out there. You can do a search engine for, egg retrieval recovery kit or IVF self-care kit, and things pop up from Pinterest. You could make your own basket full of wonderful goodies that your friend likes. Your friend loves chocolate. Awesome. Give them little pieces of chocolate, a really fancy big box of chocolate, just a collection surrounding the idea of self-care. You're going through a lot. I know you're going through a lot. I'm going to give you these comfy items where you are just going to know that I am thinking about you and making your recovery or your waiting period as comfortable and as supportive as possible. Idea number 4, anything pineapple. I mentioned a little bit about how the pineapple is the symbol for the fertility community. I actually have a whole video here just explaining the origin of that. Part of it is just, it's always been a welcoming symbol. Part of it is standing tall with a crown on your head, like you've got this kind of encouragement. Part of it's also from the recommendation to eat pineapple for the bromelain in it, which is anti-inflammatory kind of after an embryo transfer. So there's lots of fun reasons why the pineapple has become such an important symbol for the fertility community. And pineapples are everywhere. You can get a pineapple journal. You can get a pineapple necklace. You can get stuffed pineapples, pineapple socks. What an amazing idea. When anyone is doing fertility treatment, that they are, if I know, because I do it every day and I was a fertility patient myself, you're doing ultrasounds, you're doing procedures, you are in your socks a lot. And I personally love it when my patients have pineapple socks on. It's just like, I get it. We kind of giggle a little bit. Pineapple socks are so fun. That is a wonderful gift. Very thoughtful if your patient's going to be in and out of those procedures or just anytime, because they're cute and they're fun and they're very hopeful. There's a whole community around fun socks to wear at your embryo transfer. And my patients have come up with incredible ideas. And there are socks online you can buy that say, like on the bottom, like where I'm looking as the doctor getting ready to do the transfer, I'll see fun things printed on the bottom, like "stick it to me, baby," or "I've got this." It's a play on like IVF, and just really, really fun ideas. Again, go on Pinterest, go on a search engine. You will have so many options to find those right socks, but fun socks, pineapple socks, and transfer socks, fantastic. I love the pineapple mugs. I've gotten several from wonderful patients that wanted to give me a little something just as a thank you. I've got some pictures of them here. So a great gift idea could be a mug with tea inside that you're sharing as a little bit of a gift for your friend that you know is struggling and you just want to show a little bit of support. And pineapple t-shirts. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. I've also had people show up to embryo transfers with not only amazing pineapple socks, but wonderful pineapple t-shirts. It's just such a fun part of the community, something to think about, to offer your friend if you know they're going through IVF. But again, just anything pineapple, you can have a lot of fun. Don't forget earrings too. I have seen incredible pineapple earrings, just all different types. Just people really have a lot of fun when they're getting dressed up, providing hope, and these are wonderful gift ideas. One other amazing pineapple gift idea is a pineapple candle. Now, I have a whole episode on my podcast about the importance of finding safer candles because candles, unfortunately, have a lot of toxins in them as they're burning and the smells and things like that. But I actually did a collaboration with Rocks Hill Candle Company here in Seattle. It was for National Infertility Awareness Week back in April, and we created an incredible pineapple candle, and proceeds from that candle actually were being donated to fertility organizations to help other people. So a pineapple candle is an amazing idea. I'll be sure and put a link to the pineapple candle from the Rocks Hill Candle Company or in the notes, but just another idea of an incredible gift that you can give a friend having something to do with pineapples. Idea number 5, self-care beauty items, lotions, face creams, kind of beauty items you know someone can really feel luxurious as they're using. A big issue is, though, that as you know, I educate a lot on toxins or endocrine disruptors and a lot of the things that we put on our skin. And so if you want to be very thoughtful about what you're giving somebody who's going through fertility or miscarriage challenges, you can give them ideas of things that actually have lower endocrine disruptors or safer items. And so wonderful ideas you can find in a lot of different places. I personally love the Dr. Rogers Restore line. She is my dermatologist. Like, full disclosure, I had her on my Baby Your Best Fertility podcast where she explains exactly what she does to find safer ingredients. And she is all about skin minimalism. So having fewer ingredients and fewer products, higher quality, luxurious. You're not compromising your skincare or the feeling of self-care by using the products. It's kind of like the less is more. Another great, wonderful resource if you're looking for lower tox options is Surette. Surette is a company that's actually doing all the work for you. So kind of like Credo Beauty, they also do this as well. I just happen to know a lot about Surette because, full disclosure, I'm on the medical board. They are looking for and working with brands that have transparency. They're committed to safer ingredients, and they kind of do that work. It is, the finding safer products, really that responsibility falls on the consumer, and it can be so overwhelming trying to read through all those different ingredients in the drugstore or the grocery store or just online. And so finding a place like Surette, kind of like Credo, these are places that are looking through, and if you buy brands from them, you know that they've done the work for you. So I promised you some discount codes, and I can help you save on finding safer products with these 2 codes. For Dr. Rogers Restore at checkout, use the code Dr. Shahine for a 15% discount. And the second code is for Surette. Dr. Rogers is at Surette as well, but there's lots of other brands and products to choose from. So if you go to Surette and you use the code Dr. Shahine 15, you will also save 15% when you're checking out at Surette. And I will be sure to put the links in the description below. So I hope this gives you some ideas if you're looking for gifts for yourself or for your loved one that's struggling with fertility, going through IVF, going through and recovering from a miscarriage, finding things that are very thoughtful and really tailored to your friend really just mean so much. And they don't have to be expensive. You could even make some of these things yourself. It's really the thought that counts, but I just wanted to give you some ideas. So what we talked about is, number 1, some inspirational books with quotes or affirmations that can help someone when they just need that little boost. They've got it right there. They've got it when they need it. Number 2, we talked about little jewelry or a little token or charm that someone could keep with them or maybe wear when they go to appointments, either words of hope or symbols like pineapple for fertility or a rainbow for rainbow baby after miscarriage, little necklaces, little bracelets, little charms, something to help people kind of think of you, think of inspiration, think of hope when they need it most. Number 3, we talked about self-care items, maybe even creating a self-care gift basket, something with cozy items, pajamas, robes, slippers, a little bit of tea, little chocolates, something that you know your friend would be comforted by whenever they just need to feel cozy and warm and just really take good care of themselves. Number 4, we talked about anything pineapple. You know, I love pineapple. I wear one every single day. It is really important to me. It's just such a symbol of hope. It's a symbol to the fertility community. Like, I see you, I get you, I know what you're going through, and I want you to have this to kind of remember. And a lot of the pineapple things can be silly and fun, like those funny earrings, little sunglasses on them, a little mug, little t-shirt, fun transfer socks. Anything pineapple is all about fertility and hope. And there are so many ideas out there for you. I especially love that pineapple candle from Roxhill Candle Company. That's a really incredible gift. And finally, number 5, beauty products, self-care, beauty routine, lotions, face wash, all those things that make you feel kind of cozy and warm. But you have to be thoughtful about where you're buying from, which brands, which ingredients. And I gave you 2 ideas for safer options. Number 1 is the whole line from Dr. Rogers Restore. Number 2 is that company that really vets products and brands for you, Surette. And I gave you some discount codes. I hope those are really helpful. And just the fact that you're watching this, that you're thinking about treating yourself or your loved one who is struggling with infertility, that's such an amazing gift. And you're an incredible person to even be thinking about trying to comfort someone else in need. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like this video if you learned something. Comment with other ideas that you might have. Subscribe to this channel so you get my weekly videos. And until next week, wishing you love, luck, and pineapples.